Guys, welcome to ThompTech tutorial. So in this session we are going to see how we can set up Unity catalog explicitly rather than the default behavior. So for that we will be following multiple steps. First of all, we'll create a storage account of type data lake. Then we will create a access connector for DataBricks, and then we will do some role assignments, and then we will create a Metastore and then assign the workspace associated with the Metastore. Alongside that, I just want to let you know that these days when we create a workspace, automatically the workspaces gets assigned to the default Metastore. Okay, but here what we will do, we will try to create it explicitly and see like how we can set up this Metastore and create catalogs. Okay, so without delay, let's get into the practical demonstration. So let's go to Metastore. Okay, so before that, let's go here and create a storage account. Let me click here, go and create a storage account. Let me just click on this, or yeah, that's fine. So let me select this, change the resource group name to the default resource group name and give a name demo storage dev. Okay, and then I'm selecting East US, and then performance is going to be standard. Okay, standard, and then redundancy is going to be, I'm going to select as locally redundant, just keeping one copy in a region, so that I don't incur more cost. Okay, so now let me go down, go to these options. I can enable this hierarchical namespace to allow the storage account to behave like data lake, and then I will go to the networking. I will just leave the networking as it is. Then I have some data production. I don't want to protect my data, so let me unselect it, go to the next, and then I will leave this one also. Tags, if you want to put any tag saying that what is the project, it's DataBricks, so anything you can add so that you can segregate all the resources related to your project scope together. And then we'll go to the create, review and create. Let's click on this, scroll down and click on create. Okay, so let it create, let that get created, and then let me just check one thing. Let me open the access connector for DataBricks. So access connector for DataBricks we already have multiple. Let me just select everything and try to delete that first. Oh, okay, let's leave it for now. Okay, so let's click on this and try to create a new, let's try to create a new access connector. Give a name as demo access connector new. Okay, so let's go ahead and just give a name properly, connect, remove the R, and it's going to be East US. Click on this, go here, manage identity. In the manage, don't give anything, just go to review and create. Go and create this, so your access connector is getting created. Meantime, just go to your storage account that you have created recently. Let me go here, go to the storage account, go and select the storage account, go to the access control or IAM role, select on that, and click on add a role assignment. Okay, so now let's search for blob data contributor. It's still loading. Okay, let me select this contributors. I am selecting the contributor role. Go to the select members. Let me click on select members. Sorry, I will select manage, no, not manage identity. I will select this, click on select, sorry, it should be manage identity. Let me select this now. Let's go and select the type of manage identity, whether it is user defined manage identity or system defined manage identity or access connector for Databricks. So out of this I have created so many. I will be choosing the one which I have created recently, which is going to be this one. Let me select this, go and select this, click on review and assign. So now let it complete, it will take few seconds. Now meantime just go ahead and open the Azure DataBricks account. Okay, so this is your Azure DataBricks account. So initially when we create a workspace, automatically we will have a default Metastore created, and also we will get a default catalog available in your workspace. Okay, so now let's do one thing. Let me just open the workspace first. Let's click on this, go back, just verify your pricing tier and your path and all. Just click on launch workspace, click on launch, select your user ID through which you want to access your workspace. Okay, now let's go to the catalog. I'm clicking on catalog. Okay, so I have a default catalog which is Hive Metastore, which is a legacy one. You remembered we have been using a DFS, that is the Databricks file system. So basically those are like saved in this Metastore. Okay, but these are legacy and it's not recommended to use DBFS path for the projects. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do one thing. Let's go to the data lake that we have created, which is this one. Let me select this, go to the storage browser, click on blob container, click on container, click on root, go back, click on create. Okay, so once we have created the root, let's go ahead and select container properties, select this, go back, open this, and then click on add metastore metastore directory. Let me the metastore directory. So we have metastore directory. Let me open that. Go here. Now go to your account settings. Here we will create a metastore. Let me click on create metastore, give a name to it, demo meta. Okay, so now we have demo metastore. Let me select the region. My region is going to be East US. Okay, and we can have one metastore per region. So I'm selecting East US. So this is optional, but let me just select a path for my managed tables that gets created. Okay, so let me paste this value here, go back, and let me just do root at and change this blob because it's not a blob storage, it's going to be a data lake. So I will do TFS for data lake, and then I will change this to metastore folder that we have created, metastore. Yeah, so this is like metastore. Then we have another thing. Let's go back here, go to my demo access, sorry, let me just go back to the access connector for Databricks, copy that, go back here and simply paste this here. Okay, and ultimately create it. So now this is getting, part doesn't exist or we couldn't access it with the credentials provided, it requires metastore directory path. Okay, so why this is working like this? Mm-mm-mm. Root at this dfs.metastore, so I'm not sure if that path is there or not. Access connector, that storage. So let me just go here, click on the data lake, go to the IAM role, go to the role assignment, click on this, select blob data contributor, select this, go to the members, go to manage identity, select members. So maybe it is not selected. Okay, let me select access connector, then I will select this access connector. So I think I've selected this access connector. Mm-mm-mm. Maybe I need to select this access connector because this is the one that we have created recently. Okay. Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. So we have done the role assignment for this one, but then the one for which we took the path is the different one. So one second. So what I can do is I can again go to the portal, and look out for my correct access connector that we have created. It is going to be, yeah, that was the problem. Let's click on this and go back and select the latest one that we have created. Okay, copy the resource ID of it and then ultimately go to the access connector ID. Okay, and click on create. So once we click on create, automatically the Metastore will be created with the name that we have given. And then why it is saying it's already there? No, it's not there. Okay, so now this is the workspace that we have. So for any future workspaces you want to assign those workspaces to this Metastore, it can automatically happen, but I'm skipping this and I'm just clicking on assign and I am enabling it. Okay, so now my Unity catalog is enabled for my workspace. Okay, explicitly. And yeah, I don't know, some issues there. Yes. Some issues there. Okay, no, so that is fine. Now by default I have this. Just one second, so I think I got some issues. Yeah, so pretty much that's it. So for this session, I don't know why it is behaving like this. I need to sign it out and then log in again. And yeah, pretty much that's it for this session. So let me just go back. So now we can see we have created the data lake, created the access connector, did a role assignment between these two, created a Metastore, and ultimately assigned the workspaces to the Metastore. Okay, so now for any manage tables that we are going to create, it is going to occupy its space in the data lake under Metastore subfolder. Okay, so guys, that's it for this session and see you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.